today, which is unfortunate, but technical issues basically. For some reason, YouTube seems to think that my camera is being used by another app. It's not. I genuinely don't know what's going on, so I'm going to try and keep this brief. Um, so yeah, we are here for the monthly live stream. Try to work out where my camera is. It's down here. Real professional setup I've got here. There we go. So yeah, my plan is to play some more of Jurassic World Evolution shortly after this. But for now, we have a film to pick. The problem that I have is I don't have a list in front of me because I usually use my phone for the list. So I'm going to try and load it up. Given that it's a Google document, I'm going to try and bring it up on my laptop. And we'll go straight for the film review open challenge, and then what we will do is I'll have a quick discussion over what's happened in the last month, because quite a lot's happened. There we go. Got this the wrong way around. All right, so there are currently 92 films on the list. For those who are just joining me, firstly, apologies that this is how you have to see me. Good evening, Chris. How are you? We're going to have, this is the selection. My wife picks a number at random. She does not get to see the list. So she doesn't get to pick the film that gets selected. She picks a number. Each one is on a Google document. And each one has a number. For those who haven't already selected a film for the Film Review Open Challenge, everybody gets one nomination. And it can be any film you like, as long as I can legally see it and it hasn't already been picked. It'll go on the list. I did a couple last night, for example, when I was at the games night, which was great fun. Here we go then. Number... I'm assuming that says 2. The writing isn't great. Could also be a... No, it's not 6. 2. Alright, let's go with number 2, which is nice and easy because it's top of the list. May's film review open challenge selection is Lilo and Stitch. Well, that could be interesting. I've seen it a couple of times, so I don't think I need to watch the trailer for it, so we won't do that. I'm just going to go straight into a quick update as to what's happened, and then I'm going to exit this, see if I can load up XSplit and play some Jurassic World Evolution. Let's see what goes on there. Because every time I've live streamed that, it's something bad has happened each time. In storyline, of course. So yeah, this month has been a bit poo. Because COVID finally hit our house. We've avoided it for 2 years. My daughter came down with it, then my wife, then me. And I took the longest to recover from it of everyone, which is surprising, but there you go. So I had to basically isolate away from my wife and my kids for 2 weeks, basically, which sucked. I moved into the spare bedroom, which is where we're recording here. But I am finally clear of COVID, and going outside, missed it a lot. I barely went outside during that time. And yeah, I'm now clear and I'm all good. But the one thing I did do as a positive was to start live streaming games. And that was, I started with columns just to test it. Ran into some issues. Then I started on Sonic Adventure 2, a game I'm very familiar with, one of my favourites. And that turned out to be a lot of fun. Did about 8 hours of that. But yeah, that'll do. I'll stop with that. Move on to the next thing. I tried Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator, and although that got the most views out of anything and the most interaction in the live stream, I didn't enjoy playing that live. I really didn't. I may come back to it. I don't know. But right now, under my son's heavy recommendation, I'm playing Jurassic World Evolution. The first one, not the second one. Basically, you get to make your own Jurassic World theme park, which is great fun. except I'm really bad at it. Which is, and I came up with a name for live streaming a long time ago. I wanted to do something on Twitch, but Expert and Twitch didn't want to talk to each other, so I'm streaming on YouTube instead. It also makes things easier for me generally and having everything in one place. So, in hindsight, probably for the best. I'm not trying to make a big living out of it. If anything, I think it will help towards my eventual goal to get monetized. I need 1,000 subscribers, of which I've gained a couple this month. Not too many, but not the 400 I wanted to get to. So I'm a little disappointed there, but live and learn. Um, but I wanted to get a few extra subscribers. I also need to have a ridiculous amount of content. I think 700 hours of content. Through live streaming alone, I've added about 10 to 12 hours of content this month, which is great. I also put out my Beauty and the Beast double review, which I'm very pleased with. Very pleased with the performance of it too. It's something like 20 views so far, which is quite high for a film review open challenge this early on. It's like 2 weeks old. 20 views. I'm pleased with that. I'd rather, let's keep it going. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. I'm really proud of some of the cutaway gags I did. I like the analysis on it. I like the jokes. It's one of the better reviews I've done for a while. Um, I do think my film review open challenge videos are getting better over time, which is good. I was very pleased with how Dirty Dancing turned out. That was a very different type of review. Um, Beauty and the Beast, again, another very different review because I did two at the same time. And this month coming up is The Greatest Showman, and now May we know is Lilo and Stitch. So yeah, we are definitely getting somewhere with the film review open challenge things. And this year I'm going to hit the 50th film. I don't know what the 50th film is going to be. I want to do something special for that. I think it's around about October that the 50th one will be. So if you have any suggestions as to what you'd like me to do for the 50th, whether it's I pick a film that I really want to look at, I pick a film that I really don't want to look at. What's better? Do people prefer me watching a good film or a really bad film? Because if I'm going with a bad film, I mean, Holmes and Watson is the one I don't want to watch the most. I really don't want to watch that one, but it's on the list, so I will have to at some point. But if I'm talking about a film that I love, well, God, there's quite a few. People are nice. People are nice. They've picked films that I quite like the look of. So I think Bicentennial Man's a nice one on there. Logan's a good one on there. Dark Knight is on there, and I love that film. So who knows? Maybe I'll finally pick my wife's one because hers hasn't come up yet. We'll see. But yeah, I made out there's such a lot to do. April. Let's quickly talk April. So April, obviously, I've got the Greatest Showman review, which I haven't started yet. I haven't watched the film. I'm working on that because it's not free, and I'm going away for a little while as well. This weekend, I'm heading to Walesland for a christening. The week after, I'm heading down to Devon for a week to get some time away. In between, I'm going to try and do some more live streaming this April because I really do enjoy that. Get to work on a couple of sort of backlog reviews done, and of course I'll put out a video today as well because today is April Fool's Day, and this is the 5th year in a row that I've done an April Fool's video. If you haven't seen it already, or maybe you've missed it somehow, it's called How to Lose Weight, Please Your Lover, and Get Debt Free. It's really fun, and I had a lot of fun writing and making that one. It's rough, but that's the idea. It's supposed to be rough. Here we go. I remember, Chris says, I remember columns used to play on the Mega Drive a lot. It's the music that slowly speeds up as you play it. Loved memories. I love the columns music. Clotho, it's called. There is a cover of it by someone called Soundvol on YouTube. It is incredible. It really is. It's a great track anyway. It's very relaxing. And hot take, I think it's better than Tetris's music, but Columns doesn't get the recognition that it should. Columns is a great game on the Mega Drive or Genesis if you're not from the UK. But yeah, I always said to myself the first game I'll ever stream will be Columns, just so I can sort of, I don't have to think about it too much. And yeah, to be fair, I didn't. It was just fun to play that for about 20 minutes, just talk. Unfortunately, there was some sound issues, but that's now resolved because we managed to get Sonic Adventure 2 working absolutely fine. I'm going to play that later. Do you remember Super Hang On as well? Yes, I do. Not as much a fan of that one. There was a 3-pack with the Mega Drive. It was Super Hang On, World Cup Italia 90, which still great football game, that one, or soccer, again, if you're American, and Columns, those three. And that cartridge went on almost as much as the classic Sonic games did. It was, oh man, great times. Before the days of DLC and digital downloads. I'm starting to sound like an old man. Old man yells at cloud. That's your thumbnail right there. No context. That'll just be the thumbnail, I think. Right. Okay, so I have blitzed through this. Oh, goodness me. I almost forgot. Yes, I'm doing 3 murder mysteries this month as well, coming up. One of which is public, and that's at a place called Buckmore Park, and that is next Friday. It's set in the 1920s at a golf club, not not the stick, an actual golf club. Yeah, 1920s golf club, murder mystery. Will I be the murderer? Will I be the murder victim? Or will I be an innocent bystander? I have my costume already. I just need to make sure that I've got my lines down pat. I've got a rehearsal next week and a performance on Friday and Saturday, and then one more on the 23rd. So, yeah, April's a busy month coming up. Time away, reviews to do, murder mysteries, live streaming. It's all good. Content aplenty on the way. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications so that you know when I'm going live or when I put up a new video. Unless there are any more questions or comments, I think we're going to end this one here just under the 15-minute mark. Give it a minute. I've got to say, I hate doing this on my phone. I will try and get the PC or the laptop working. I'll also go live, hopefully very soon, playing some Jurassic World Evolution. Will another guest get eaten? Yeah, that did happen in the last session. I still don't know how that happened, but one of my guests got eaten by a Ceratosaurus. Carnivores, eh? Who'd have them? Anyway, I'm going to call it here. Thank you very much for joining me live or watching on catch up. I will see you again very soon.